Hi, I'm Barry Sahazian, and this is jazz bass tapping for two hands. The examples I'm using are from my book, Bass Tapping, I wrote in 1986. At that time, I was playing a lot of jazz, so some of the things wound up being jazzy. The last video I did was based on technique and learning repetitive licks and some simple shredding things. On this video, I'm going to use some of the examples from the end of the book, which are actually 4-measure pieces that are written with jazz changes and funky R&B type rhythms. And they're fun to play, and it actually gets you playing with something musical. And you can actually feel them maybe if you do enough work on them and emulate into your own ideas and creative. So let's get started right now. I'm going to be starting with the examples I did at the front of the video, and that would be the first one, number 22. This is number 22. It's based on a harmonic minor scale, a G harmonic minor scale. G harmonic minor scale is kind of unique. It has 2 flats and 1 sharp. Very exotic sound. I love that scale. The progression goes from flat 3, B flat major 7th, to flat 6, E flat major 7th. Then the 2 chord, A 7th, to the 5 chord, D major 7th. Let's go with the line now. Our B flat major 7 starts with a root in the 6th fret, and then we have the 3rd or the 10th on the 12th fret of the D string, and the major 7th on the 14th fret of the G string. You like to practice hitting the notes squarely on the fret to the E flat major 7, which happens on the 6th degree of the G harmonic minor scale. And we get the 6th fret of the A string as our E flat, and then we go up to D, 12th fret on the D string, and that will be our major 7th, and then we have the 10th. Now there's a little problem here that I encountered, and I found a way to fix it, and that's when you're crossing the strings like this, going up a 4th or down to a 5th. I find that my finger kind of bumps in, my middle finger kind of bumps into my index, and I can't always get the clear sound. So what I do is I kind of put them diagonally when I'm crossing 4ths or 5ths. And by doing this, it allows you to hammer on the index, leave myself a little room to hammer with the middle finger, and I can get them to sound both clear and even. Now we go to the A 7th. We play an A on the 5th fret, a C sharp, which is the 10th, on the 11th fret of the D string, and then we play a G, which is the flat 7, on the 12th fret of the G string, which is a G. Hit them nice and clear again. And we go to the D major 7 next. Once again, we're hammering, crossing the strings in a 4th. And you have to, once again, do that technique I did on the E flat major 7. At least I do anyway. Nice and clear. So let's do the whole 4 measures. Now we're working on number 26. Number 26 is basically a C7 to an F, a 5/7 chord to a 1 chord. Very typical in jazz and most types of music as well, 5/7 to 1. Let me play it for you very slow, and then I'll break it down. So we have a C going to the 10th. C to E. 8th fret on the E string is the C, and 14th fret on the D string is the E. And we hit the C again, and then we hit a half-step approach to the E. So, and next thing we do is we hit the 5th, which is G, and we hit a B flat on top of that. And that kind of makes it a C7. On the the second measure, you have an eighth rest. The eighth rest happens right on the first beat, and you're usually expecting a downbeat to have a root. You have to pay special close attention to counting this correctly or hearing it correctly. So I'll show you by counting and then coming in on the ah of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Let me play the whole line and notice where that rest is. I'll exaggerate it in so you can hear it clearly. This is number 25, and there's kind of two parts to this. I have a fill part, which I will show you after I show you the main part of the line. And let me talk about the theory and the harmony before we get started. So it's, that would be the first part of the line. And there's also a rhythmical part that you must consider to play this correctly as well. So it's, everything starts on 4 and 1, each part of the phrase. So 4 and 1, 2, that will be the first part of the line. 4 and 1 and 2, and this will be an A minor chord. So you go C to D with a hammer on the left hand, and then you have a G and a C, and then an A under it. So that's kind of an A minor 7. And the second part would be starting with a G major 7th, a G, F sharp, a G, and that would be an F sharp and a B, which would give you our G major 7. G, F sharp, which is the major 7, back to G, and then we play an F sharp and a B up here. So that would be major 7 and 10th. So the next section we're going into an F sharp minor, and it starts out with an F sharp, E, F sharp, and that would be 9th fret, 7th fret, back to the 9th fret on the A string. Then we hit the 7th and the 10th with the right hand, which gives us a complete F sharp minor. So right hand would be an A, which would be on the 14th fret of the G string with just the 10th of the F sharp, and then down to the 14th fret in the D string, which is an E, which would be the flat 7. Okay, that will be a G minor. We went from F sharp minor to G minor, like this. And then we play F to G, which would be 8 and 10 on the A string, and we hit a G major 7. So it goes F sharp minor, that will be a G minor, and a G major 7th. And there you have it. That's the whole line. If you like this video, please subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of all the videos yet to come. Like, comment, visit my Patreon page. I've got tons of downloads of notes and tabs and play-alongs, and I thank you for coming by. See you next time.